Okay. Okay, fine. Now we are discussing about configuration of EIGRP. So now coming to step one, we have to enable EIGRP with AS number. As I told, to form the neighborship, there should be same AS number. If router 1 is having 100, even router 2 should have 100, router 3 also should have 100. What AS number you are taking for R1, to rest other routers also should have the same AS number. Next, we have to configure router ID. So coming to router ID, we are taking like 1.1.1.1. Coming to like 2.2, like coming to router 2, we'll use some other network router ID. Router 3 also we are going to use. Again, coming to network, we are going to choose the advertise directly connected networks. We are going to advertise which is directly connected, and we are going to give exit, and we are going to enable the communication. So this is the verification commands you can use: show IP route, show IP AGRP neighbors, and show IP EIGRP topology. It's going to display the best path, backup path informations, and coming to EIGRP neighbors, it is going to display all its neighborship informations. And you can go through this web page and for more details for that, but I'll just show you the guys the configuration.
So the CIGRP is also an intra-domain routing protocol. Yes, ma'am.
Sorry, like guys, be loud. No, you're I don't. There's noise.
So, ma'am, this EIGRP is also an intra-domain routing protocol. So it will be within the organization.
Yeah, within the organization, like we have within
Yes,
also.
ma'am.
If it is coming to outside the organization, we have to do redistribution. We have concept like redistribution.
Okay.
Okay, so now I'll take three routers, three switches. So first I'll consider this network as 192.168.1.0 network. This one I'll take as 192.168.2.0 network. Coming to router 3, 92.168.3.0 network. And this one I'll take as 10.0.0.0. Coming to this, I'll take as 11.0.0.0 network. Okay. So now I'll go to first network 1.0 network and configure the PCs. So this first PC, like it's 1.0 network. So this first PC will become 1.1, second PC will become 1.2. So I'll go to PC to desktop, IP configuration, IP addresses 192.168.1.1. New default gateway, I'll give 192.168.1.100. Coming to PC2, desktop, IP configuration 192.168.1.2, and default gateway I'll take like 192.168.1.100. Now I'll coming to second network. First PC is 2.1, second PC is 2.2. Coming to second network, desktop, ipcon 192.168.2.1, 192.168.2.100. Desktop, ipcon, IP address is 192.168.2.2, and then its default gateway will be 192.168.2.100. Then coming to third network, first PC will be 3.1, second PC will be 3.2. Desktop, IP config, so it will be 192.168.3.1 and 192.168.3.100. So 192.168.3.2 and its default gateway is 192.168.3.100. So we have configured its end devices. Now we'll go configure its interface. So R1 is having two interface. First we'll configure jig 0/0 and jig 0/. Coming to R1, first I'll configure jig 0/0. So that is enable config terminal, and its host is router 1, and its interface is jig 0/0, and its IP address is 192.168.1.100, 255.255.255.0, and no shutdown. So now link change to up. Coming to this interface, I'll configure jig 0/1. So interface jig 0/1, and its IP address is 110.0.0.1. Its IP address is 255.0.0.0, and no shutdown. Okay, now we have changed this interface like jig 0/1. It's 10 dot network. So this first router will be 10.1, second router will become 10.2. Okay. Now coming to router 2, I'll configure first jig 0/0, 0/1, and 0/2. Go to this router 2 and first configure jig 0/1 0. So this interface. I'll configure jig 0/0. So no, and enable config terminal, and host is R2, and the interface is jig 0/0, and IP address is 10.0.0.2, and its subnet mask is 255.0.0.0, and no shutdown. So now the link changed to up. You can see jig 0/0. So now I'll be configuring jig 0/1 and 0/2. So 0/1 is 2.0 network, and its IP address is 1.100. So interface jig 0/1, jig 0/1, and its IP address is 192.168.2.100, and its subnet mask is 255.255.255.0, and no shutdown. So then the link changed to upstate. You guys can see. Now coming to jig 0/2, it is 11 network, and first router will be 11.1. So interface jig 0/2, and its IP address is 11.0.0.1, 255.0.0.0, and no shutdown. So now this also link changed to up. Now coming to this router 3 is having two interface jig 0/0 and 0/1. So no, and it's in idle mode. I'll get into enable mode, and now it's in enable mode. I'll get into configuration mode. So now I will give its unique name to this router 3, host R3, and its interface is jig 0 slash 0, jig 0 slash 0, and its IP address is 11.0.0.2 because it is 11 network and second PC will be 2. Sorry, second router will be 11.0.0.2. First router will be 11.0.1. If you're having like say anything connected to this network, one more will be 11.0.0.3. So now this is 11.0.0.2, 255.0.0.0, and no shutdown. So the link changed to upstate. So now you can see that red color changed to green because it changed to the downstate to the upstate. So the last interface is jig 0 slash 1. So I'll configure interface G0 slash 1, and its IP address is 192.168.3.100, and subnet mask is 255.255.255.0, and no shutdown. Now the link changed to upstate. So we can go verify the commands using. So in if you're using in command like configuration mode, we need to use do. If you're using enable mode, you can just configure show IP interface brief. So you can see the 0 slash 0 is 1.100 and 0 slash 1 is 10.0.1, and its status is manually up, protocol is up. But you can see 0 slash 2 which is unassigned because it doesn't have any kind of 0 slash 2 like interface. Now I'll use show IP route. So now you cannot see like you can see only connected and local. You can see this is the codes. It's very important. L is local, C is connected. We are doing EHRP. So D comes under EHRP. So you cannot find any EHRP here. So I'll check show route. Sorry, show IP route EHRP. So you can see like there is no configured like for EHRP anything. So you guys need to use all these configuration things like yeah, these commands all you need to use show IP route, show IP AGIP neighbors, topology. Use all these commands to troubleshoot purpose. Okay, now I'll go to router 2 and I'll check do show because it is in configuration mode. I'm using do show IP interface brief. So now we can see like yeah, we can see like jig 0 slash 0 is 10.0.0.2, and 0 slash 1 is 2.100, 0 slash 2 is 11.0.0.1, and you can see all the status is up. So now do show IP route EHRP. So we cannot find because we have not configured anything EHRP. So coming to router 3, do show IP interface brief. So you guys can see like it is configured like 11.0.0.2. So for this 0 slash 0, for 0 slash 0, for 0 slash 0 we have configured 11.0.0.2 and the status is up. Coming to 0 slash 1, it is 3.100 and even its status is up. So now we coming to the EHRP configuration. First we will enable the EHRP with AS number. First we have to enable and we will give the configure router ID. So we'll give the router ID, unique router ID. So coming here, so I'll go to configuration mode and so this configuration terminal. So now first command I have to give. Okay, fine. So first command we have to give router EHRP AS number. You can take anything 100, 200. So router, so we'll go here router router EIGRP. I'll take AS number as 100. So I have given its AS number as 100. So coming to next, we are going to give EIGRP router ID. We are going to give EIGRP one specific router ID. So I'll give EIGRP router ID as 1.1.1.1. Okay. So I have given its router ID. So next coming that we have to give network and network address and we have to advertise the directly connected networks. So I'll give network and which is directly connected. I'm going to advertise and I'm not going to give any subnet mask or next hop IP address. I'm just advertising the directly connected networks. So I'll come to network. So here you can see, yeah, you can see like R1 is directly connected to 1.0 network and 10.0 network. So I'm going to advertise 1.0 and 10.0. So I'll give this connected to 192.168.1.0 and again I'll give it's directly connected to 10.0.0.0 network. Again, last command I'm going to give exit. So we have only four configuration commands. So exit. So now I got exit. Now I'll check. Do show IP route EIGRP. So it's not displaying. It takes some time. We'll just check it. To form neighborship, it's taking some time. Yeah, yeah. We'll just check after some time. So we'll just go configure in a router 2 also. I'll go to router 2 and first give its AS number. So like same thing, whatever we did now. First we have to give router EIGRP, AS number, then EIGRP, router ID, in network. So first we'll give AS number. So I'll give router EIGRP AS number as 100 only because then only it's going to form the neighborship. Then EIGRP router ID. You can see. Second command is like EIGRP router ID. Then last network and it's directly connect network same. Whatever we did for router 1, same thing we'll be doing to router 2 and router 3. So going to router 2. So now first I have given router EIGRP AS number. Next I'll be giving EIGRP router ID. EIGRP router ID. It's ID. So then I'll configure as 2.2.2.2. Okay. Then network, I will give the directly connected networks for R2. R2 is directly connected to 2.0, 10.0 and 11.0. So I'll give 10.0.0.0 and 11 again is connected to 192.168.2.0. Again exit. Then I can check do show IP route EIGRP. Okay, you can see D, which is configured. That is 192.168.1.0. It's going via 10.0.0.1. So do show IP router. So here we can see D. It is 1.0 and 2.0, and the C is local and C is connected. L is local and C is connected. So we'll go to same thing to router 3 and configure the same thing, whatever we did now. So we are going to configure router EIGRP. Sales number is 100. Again, EIGRP router ID. Router ID is 3.3.3.3. Okay, again network. Coming to network, so it is connected to 11.network and 3.network. So 11.0.0.0, and it is connected to network 192.168.3.0 and exit. So now we'll check do show, sorry, it's in enable mode, show IP route EHRP. So you can see DDD neighborship is formed between 10.0.0.0 slash 8 via 11.0.1, and here 11.0.0.0. So it is formed between this 11 network, this 10 dot network. It's formed between 10 and 11 here, and 2 dot network as well. And we can check show IP route neighbor. Okay, show IP route neighbor, translating the neighbor domain server 255 invalid input. Why? So it is show IP EHRP neighbor. Sorry. So we can see neighbors. So for router 1, neighbor is 11.0.0.1, and which is jig 0/0. Hold down second is 11 second, and up down, sorry, uptime second it is showing, and it is showing something is double SRTT, RTO, and Q sequence number also it's showing. So we can check show IP EIGRP topology also. Topology is like backup path information. So this is all like P. It is passive. What is passive state and active state? Anybody? Like we discussed the two states, right? One is passive state and one is active state. What is that?
Active state is learning phase. All the routes should be learned in this phase. And passive state, after this active state, it will be in passive phase. That means forwarding phase, right?
Yeah, right.
Ma'am?
So active state is like it's a learning phase, right? It is learning about everything, about the networks, about the algorithms, and to find the best path. And it's going to store all the informations when in active states. But coming to passive state, once it is learned, it is going to forward. That is nothing but passive state. And updates phase, query we learned, reply state is also we learned. So this is all the backup path information which is stored in this backup topology table. So now you guys can go verify the commands in all the routers. So you'll get to know about each and every router. So now we'll try to connect from ping to ping to 192.168.2.1. So we are getting a reply. First, why we are getting request timeout? What is the issue? First time, Pavitra, can you tell me why is the request timeout? We are getting this issue first time. Susan,
Oh, sorry, ma'am, I don't have any.
ARP,
no? Okay, fine.
it
What
is
was
mapping, it is mapping the IP address with the, it is mapping the IP address with the MAC address.
exactly? So it takes time to convert the IP address to the MAC address or physical address. That's the reason we are getting request timeout. Okay. So now I'll try to ping to 3.2. So I'll get, first time it will be request timeout. Then after that I'm going to get a reply. So you can see I'm getting a reply. Okay. So now I'll go to third network also and try to ping to second network. I'll ping to 192.168.2.1. So I'm getting a reply. So I'll try to ping to 1.2. So I'm getting a reply. So this is about EHRP.